right there. You can calm down with the rest of that time. Come on, let's go. And I feel like the Holy Ghost will come down when he gets ready. Come on, bless God. Sheila, Uma, Ekanda Hosa. Ida no Sina, come on, shout. That's what all that popping was about, so you'll feel his presence. That's all. Trying to usher you to the presence of God, so you will not go back home the way you came. Thank you, Jesus. How many of y'all felt his joy today? A lot of places don't let y'all shout and testify. Come on, give God some joy. I pray that you're overcome by your testimony. The old church I came from, we testified every Sunday. Sung our own songs. Thank you, God. We were taught that the joy of the Lord is our strength. I want to tell you today, be encouraged. The Lord loves all of you. And so do we. Thank you, Jesus. We're going to try to get past it.
Everybody that's in the house that's standing, give your God some praise. Glory! Glory! Ain't nobody praising for you but you. If I don't praise him, I don't praise him. If you don't praise him, then God said the rocks are praising. I don't need no rock to praise him for me. Has it been good to you? Lift those voices and say, thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Oh, shut up. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, we love you today. While you're standing, get your word, your sword in your hand, and we're going to go into the word of the Lord on today, which is the most important thing about any service.
Amen. Yes, Lord.
About anything that's going on in our lives, we need to always include the Lord in it.
Amen.
Go to some of our favorite 26th chapter of Isaiah. Look at verse 3. And we'll read it together. And you have it. Say amen.
Amen.
Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. Keep reading.
Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength.
Before you sit down, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't give up.
Don't give up.
You may take your seat. There's no way you can be a loser if you got Jesus on your side.
Amen.
Many gonna be our troubles and affliction, but he has already made a way of escape.
Amen.
I am so honored how God has already moved in the house. How many have already been blessed?
Yes.
How do you know that God always saves the best for last?
Amen.
You look at your neighbor and say, you need a word.
You need a word.
We need a word from the Lord. You go every day, and every day people are doing their thing. But one thing you don't need to do, you don't need to do it without the Lord.
Amen.
Wherever you do, I love that song, so take the Lord along with you. Everywhere you go. Don't give up is our subject today, because many are falling away along the way.
Amen.
They are falling away from God. But this is the time to keep your joy.
Amen.
Look at your neighbor and say, the joy of the Lord
The joy of the Lord
is your strength.
is your strength.
God wants his people, even in time of adversity, he wants us to still have joy, to still have peace, to still know that I'll never leave you and I'll never forsake you. So this word comes to let us know, keep trusting God. No matter what it is that you are up against, trust God and know that God is more than able, big enough, and powerful enough to see you through it.
Amen.
That's why I love what Psalm 37:3 said, has gotten to be one of our favorite scriptures. Trust in the Lord. Trust in Him. Don't give up. When you're about to give up, you got to think about what He's already done.
Amen.
Think about where He brought you from. You got to begin to rewind things in your mind and just think about the many times how God picked you up and how He brought you out over and over again. As long as we're living in this world, we're going to have some ups and downs, but thank God, He said, I'll never leave you. So even in your ups and downs, you got to stay with God.
Amen.
You cannot give up. You got to know who your God is. You got to know who your Father is. And you got to know who your provider is. And you got to know where your help comes from. And that's why I love what David said. He said, all of my help, Psalm 121, comes from the Lord. And no matter what, God will preserve you in your time of adversity.
Amen.
If you trust Him, He'll bring it to pass. And I know that many of us have different things that we're dealing with. Some dealing with issues with your health. Some are dealing with issues with your finances. Some are dealing with issues with your spouses. It goes on with the list. But thank God, you need to keep God at the top of the list. And tell yourself, no matter what, I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to be like Romans chapter 8. I'm not going to let anything separate me from the love of God. Look at your neighbor and say, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Keep trusting the Lord.
Keep trusting the Lord.
And God wants us to know, those of us that put our trust in Him, He will make a way for us. He will feed us. He will